Hello, hello, hello. I am now, let's see. I am trying to wait for some of you guys to come back on. I know we said 8:30. It's 8:35. I am Jewel, your host. So, let's see here. Tonight is Saturday Night Talk. I have been on a show um, with Miss J. So let's see who comes on tonight. Okay, I have a lot of information. Just want to talk about things that we were that's in the news. I see some of you coming on. That's good. And we are talking about who's taking up space in this world. There's so much going on. There's so much to talk about. But what have you guys been reading? I'm just curious to see what all you've been reading. We didn't come on with any music today. We're just going to get straight to it. I am going to let me put the link over on YouTube so you guys can get the YouTube link and come on. I'm welcoming anyone on today. Let me bring Miss J up so she can help me talk while I grab the link and put it on. Oh, I think I can do it from here. So let's do that, and then I'll bring Miss J on, who's going to be talking with me. Hopefully, others will come on, grab the link, and let's just chop it up and talk about all this stuff that's going on in the world today. Oh, good. I see Madisyn. Hi, Madisyn. I'm getting ready to put the link on YouTube and also on Facebook. But on YouTube, you can click the link and automatically just follow the prompts. Okay. So let me see if I can do that real quick, and then I'll bring up Miss J and let me know if you guys have any problems, if you can hear me. Let's just have a good night tonight, shall we? Okay, Miss J, I'm getting ready to bring Miss J up.
Hey, y'all. Hey,
Hey,
y'all can hear
hey.
me?
Yes, yes. We had a good time over there watching and talking to Miss Madisyn. I'm hoping
Yes.
she can grab the link. And thank you so much for support
Mm-hmm.
Simply Jewel Cosmetics and Health Services
Yes.
on Facebook and also on your YouTube page. So, do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself, what we talked about tonight?
Okay. Hello, everybody. Yes, this Miss J up here. Yes, y'all know Queens got to support Queen, right? So tonight we had a awesome dialogue, y'all, and had a very special guest, Madisyn. Excuse me, Madisyn Fleming Turner was on as a guest to talk about, and the topic was basically, how our family, our mother and father has raised us, right? And but what happens when the table turns? Now you have to be a caregiver or take care of your parents. That was the topic tonight on my talk show, and that when I tell you that dialogue was out of this world, it was. Um, and I helped myself from getting emotional because I know so many people. I actually know so many people that um, didn't mind putting their parent in a rest home. It wasn't no second thought for them, and stuff like that have always bothered me. Have always bothered me. They took care of us. Now, what's wrong with us taking care of them, right? Now, I know sometimes some of us we don't have the means to do it. Okay, I get it, but that's where those agencies come in. Because let me tell y'all something, y'all that's watching. Do y'all realize y'all the y'all children and your grown children that's watching? Speaking from, I'm 61 years old, but do y'all ever think and realize that that is one of our parent worst nightmare and worst fear, that we get older, the first thing y'all gonna want to do to us is throw us away. That's way the folks say, throw us away. That is one of a parent's worst fear, whether somebody want to admit it or not. It is. It is. I know it's mine. And I feel like I'm speaking for the rest of the parents out there, that that's one of our worst fears, that we get older, the children gonna just say, you know what, I ain't got time to try to take care of her. I ain't got time to try to take her to the doctors, even when we are in our good mind. You got parents that's in their right mind, but they really can't be to themselves because they might need something on the stove. They don't always have to be non-ambulatory parents. You know what I'm saying? They could be ambulatory and everything is okay, but they just need a little guidance. They 93 years old, don't need to be in that one bedroom apartment by themselves. They're time to come on and stay with y'all. But there's some people
Yeah.
that go, no, I ain't trying to do all that. Why? Why? They took care of us. They took care of us. But that dialogue was really, really powerful tonight. It really was. And thank you, Jewel, for being up there to have a conversation with us about it. It really was.
Yeah, and thank you for inviting me because it is necessary to talk about um, taking care of your loved ones. A lot of people don't realize it's very hard work, very hard work. And a lot of people get frustrated.
Mhm.
They don't realize how much work it is. The loved ones become abused.
Yeah.
Sometimes they get neglected. Sometimes there's a lot of mistakes that are made, and it's due to medication, it's due to giving them the wrong food that doesn't go with their medication. There's so many different um, elements to the equation, and the fact that everybody's different. And
Mhm.
because everybody's different, you cannot treat your loved one the same way somebody else treats their loved one. That
Exactly.
is important. And
Exactly.
it that's why I feel like I'm able to help, because I have been the caregiver for a lot of people, and then they call me because of referrals. But you've got to be coachable. And the fact of the matter is, because I see firsthand what goes on in a nursing home, what goes on in the hospital, we I'm there to be an advocate for the
Mhm.
patients. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's why I say it's important that we
Mm.
help those who are in need. It's important that we support those that need support,
Mhm.
especially if, like Madisyn was saying, she's an only child.
Yes.
Listen, that's a lot of work for
Yes,
her.
it is.
And
Yes, it
is
is.
I hope she comes on so that we can carry it over a little bit,
Right.
talk
Exactly.
about, yeah, so we can answer more questions, and do what we need to do. Um, and I hope that she's saying exactly. Madisyn, do you want me to send you the link on Facebook so that you can grab the link in Messenger? Let me know. Or if you want to go over to YouTube, because it is necessary. Let me
Mhm.
see if I can find her on YouTube. But go ahead, Miss J, what else what else can you add to tonight's episode?
Um, Going back to when you were stating that by being the only child, I can imagine. I can imagine, like you stated, how hard that is. Cause my mom is the only child. My mom should be
Okay.
84 in November, and she's the only child my grandmother ever had. And she always
Oh,
told us, she always said to us, y'all know what, y'all are blessed because y'all got sisters and brothers. I got sisters and brothers we can call 2 o'clock in the morning crying and about something that's bothering. You know what I mean? She said, I don't have that. She said, I got y'all. She said, but I don't have a sister or a brother. So, but that's why this thing about. Let's say when my grandmother got sick, if it came, if it would have came down to my mama having to take care of her mom, but see the thing with this now, see here we go, we would been able to come in there and help her, but see Madisyn don't have no help. You see what I'm saying? It's just her. If my mother, if it had came down to the point where my mom had to take care of my grandmother, mama would be there doing it, and then here go her 5 children helping too. You see what I'm saying? Madisyn don't have that.
okay.
Those ones that's the only child. That's that. I commend y'all. I commend you. I really do. And it still go back to what you said, Jewel. You got to have compassion. You got to have.
Yeah, she hit that nail on the head. If you don't have compassion, then you've got to find someone that can help
Exactly.
because you can get burnout. You literally have to take care of yourself in order to help other people. That's true. You do have to have compassion.
Exactly. You don't have that. And I think where a lot of us go wrong, still speaking in arena of taking care of parents, I still think when a lot of us go wrong is when we do try, to take care of our parent or parents, right? And something go wrong, right? Now we're sitting here wondering, what did I do wrong? You're trying to
Right.
do everything. You're trying to do everything right. You thinking you're doing everything right, but when something go wrong, now we're saying that, wow. Now you're sitting there saying to yourself, well, maybe I should have put her in the rest home. This probably wouldn't have happened. This probably happened. But now let's look at this, flip this coin. Let's look at this one that don't have no compassion. Okay? They're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna have that much time for that mother or that father. They're gonna be like, hey, look, I ain't got time to take you to the doctors. Wait a minute, let's think we get our neighbor to take it. I get you something. They don't have compassion. That's where the
Yeah.
frustration start coming in. And if you don't have compassion, like your mother and father had compassion for you, okay, when you
Mm-hmm.
hollering and crying all time of the night, oh yeah, let's go there.
Yeah.
When you hollering
Yeah.
and crying all time of the night, when you got colic, okay, and
Right.
mama said
Right.
just rocking you. Come on, baby. Mom, first thing she tell you what, mama got you. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
don't start me
Yeah.
up in the fuel. Don't start me up now. Try not to go there like that. But that's what happened.
Yes.
Where's your compassion for your parents? All right? When they sitting there can't do for themselves. When they see the need for you, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, they got to go to the bathroom. Oh, now you won't stand a chance of them falling, right? Because you don't
Yes.
want to get up
Yes.
and come to the bathroom.
Exactly. And Madison is on. I see Madison.
Yeah, she's
I don't.
here. She's
Yeah,
here.
but
She's
and
coming.
so yeah, it's okay. It's beautiful for her to come on.
Yeah.
I And I'm wondering if she has, I do hear the echo now that she's on, so we'll get her straight. But yeah, it's a beautiful thing to take care of your loved one. It's a beautiful thing to know this is the bonding moment
It is.
because the parent starts looking at the daughter and see trust, and she can trust anybody that's being cared for by their parent, by their offspring. They
Mm-hmm.
now can see that they can trust them. They look forward to them helping them out. But
That's
can
right.
you
That's
imagine
right.
if you don't have a loved one that can help you out? That is, then depression sets in,
Mm-hmm.
you see,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
they don't eat right and they decline. But when you have somebody that cares for you, that trusts you, they will do a whole lot better. But what I do want to ask, okay, Madisyn, thank you for coming on. I'm excited to carry this on a little bit more. And then what we'll do, I've got all kinds of things we can talk about to lighten the load and so you can have fun, because as a
Right,
caregiver, you not only are appreciated, but you too need to alleviate some stressors yourself. So that's what
right.
we're going to is let you party with us so that
Mm-hmm.
you can have support and you can also have a little bit of fun.
Right, right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Oh,
I want to add that I didn't get to share at the segment on Miss J's
Okay.
talk show
Okay. Come on.
about I appreciate my mom's younger sister, her baby sister. Without the help of my auntie, sometimes to step in and take care. Like when I'm not available, when I have to go to work or something, and
Mhm.
she's there to take up the slack for
Good.
me. That's a big help. That's a
Good.
big help,
Good.
especially
yeah.
when you're only child. Because without that, it would be like so much on me, just weighing me down. And
Mm-hmm.
at first, I was getting very fearful. I was getting so afraid that I would snap at my mom and stuff, and then I'd go sit off in the room and I'd cry that that's not right. That's still my mom. I shouldn't snap or yell at her and stuff. And I had to get a grip on that. I had to reach out to organizations, the Elderly Alliance here in Wisconsin, Madison, and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And I had to do my research and stuff to
Good
find out
job.
that you don't do those things. That's natural stuff. It's all a part of stress. But like Miss Jewel was saying, that's when abuse and stuff come in. Without that,
Exactly, Drew.
educating yourself,
Exactly, Madison.
without
Yes.
educating yourself and learning how to deal with this because this is a new step. This is a new step. You don't with our parents, we look for them to be the strong ones. My all
Mm-hmm.
my life, my mom has been there for me, taking care of me. I've been the weak one. I've been needing her shoulder to lean on and stuff. Now she needs my shoulder at times to lean on and stuff.
Come
Now
on
I
now.
have to be the strong one. And
Come on
I
now.
had to learn how to return all that around. And not with that being said, I had to also learn that okay, now that since the responsibility is on you to be the adult child caretaker, that don't
Okay.
mean that you take on the role as being your parents' parent
Come
That's
on.
because
right. Come on
that
with it.
they
That's
still
right.
Come on, Madison.
they still
Yeah.
are the parents.
That's
They may be battling with a little mental, health issues and stuff and all that and stuff, but they still are your parents, and you still are supposed to respect them regardless of what.
That's right.
right. Mm-hmm.
That's right. And
You just
that's
said
that
a mouthful
is
just then.
yes, yes. Well, I tell you one thing, a lot of people don't realize that they still want their independence.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you're taking care of a loved one, they still want to be independent and you assist.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't
I
take
battle
over.
with that with my mom daily. She still wants to do. If mom, come on, I got that. I can do it myself. And sometimes I have to step back and say, okay, let her do it. If she can do it herself, to let her do it.
Right.
Because she's still battling with this. She wants her independence. You know,
That's
and sometimes she do give in. When the part about because she was coming when she was going to the doctor with a health issue that was coming along, and she was coming home frightening me with things that she was saying the doctor said, well, they diagnosed me with cancer and all that stuff and stuff, but it's not really what the doctor was saying. She was
Right.
just bringing home too much, and someone needed to be there with a clear mind to
Mm-hmm.
understand. what was
Right.
being said. And
Exactly.
she said she realized I had to wait until she realized that, okay, B, I need you to come go to the doctor with me.
Right, exactly. And that
Mhm.
is necessary because like I said, some people are medical, some people are not. But
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to be medical to go to the doctors with your loved one and
Mm-hmm.
understand what the doctor is saying. Take notes. And then if you don't understand it, that's when you use people like me who can interpret what the doctor is saying,
Mhm.
who
Mm-hmm.
can ask the question, because the first thing they want to do is put you on a medication. If
Exactly.
they
Mm-hmm.
are so far gone where they have to get on medication to get
Right.
regular, that's one thing. But then if they are not that far along where they can make healthy choices before they get on medication, that's another thing. And that is
Yes.
something that I help with as well. You don't just let them tell you, oh no, we're going to put you on this and then check back in 90 days. No, you should be able to say, wait a minute, are there
Wait a
any
minute.
alternatives that we can do
Right. Right.
before get on medication? That's
Exactly.
what people have to learn to say. You don't just trust your doctor. They don't sit at the table with you. They don't eat with you.
Come
They
on now.
don't go to
Right.
with you.
That's
They
right, Joy.
don't come
That's
and
right.
visit you.
That's
You
right.
know, if you're
Mhm.
visiting, and it's not like Dr. Marcus Welby, MD, when he used to come to your house, make house
Yes.
calls.
Love watching that. Yep. Yep.
They don't do that anymore.
Mhm.
So people have to be willing to ask the right questions. Don't just take the doctor's word for it. How do they know? And
That's right.
then if you have other issues, they'll say, oh, well, come back and we'll talk about that the next visit. No,
Exactly. We
that
need to
may
talk
be the
about this now.
problem.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. We
I'm,
need to talk about
I
this.
am so glad you're speaking on this because even with me, with my own health, when I go to the doctor and stuff, like if you go to the doctor and stuff and you say, well, I have a back problem or my neck is hurting or something. That doctor they don't run no tests. They don't do nothing. They just will put you on this and will give you this and to make this better and stuff, not knowing what's really going on. I'm like, I look at them like, well, you didn't give me any test or nothing. How you know what's going on? you know?
right, right. But I will tell you this, and then if you they put you on the medication, then after they put you on the medication and you need a refill, then they say, "Oh, you got to come see me before I can refill your medication."
Exactly.
No,
Right.
ma'am, no,
Oh, you are
ham.
so right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what
Mhm.
you want to do is start making healthy choices. Get off the
Hmm.
sugar. When people are feeling a certain kind of way, I'm not saying get off of sugar, no pasta, no eggs, no allergen foods for a lifetime, but I'm saying to make healthy
Moderate.
choices.
Mhm.
And once you get in alignment, then you can eat a little bit of that. But in the meantime, if you got high blood pressure, diabetes, in the first stages of Alzheimer's, you're going to have to watch your diet. And it's going to help
Hmm.
to make healthier choices. You're going to have a clear
Hmm.
mind so that you can make
Hmm.
choices and the decisions you need to make.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Right
real.
Right.
now.
That's
Wow.
another thing too. Is my mother is very on point about eating healthy. She's a sugar diabetes. She's
Mhm.
she's on point with reading labels and and not eating the wrong foods and stuff. And I'm so glad that I watched her and I've
Mhm.
educated myself because there may come a time where she can't
That's
remember,
right.
what to
That's
eat
right,
and
Joy. That's
what
right.
not to eat, or how to
Mhm.
take her insulin, or what time to take her insulin stuff. If I had not been paying attention and being aware of that myself, when the time come for me to do it, I'll be done probably gave her insulin at the wrong time or fed her
Exactly.
something with too much sugar because I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
People
That's
have to
right.
That's
learn and
true.
they get that, and just because your parents, when your parents are dealing with something, you got to educate yourself too as well. That's my point.
But don't that still fall up under still having compassion? You gotta be able to do that. You gotta have compassion to even want to do that, even want to see how to the right thing to do, the right time to give the answer. You gotta have it still goes upon the compassion. If you don't have
Right.
that kind of compassion, you're not gonna
Yeah.
be concerned whether or not she done had an incident already today. As she ate her breakfast this morning. You're not gonna if you don't have compassion, you're not gonna be you're just not gonna be concerned. You're not.
Right.
And you know what? And I love what you said, Madison, that you gotta educate yourself. And see, that's what people are not doing. They are not taking the time to learn what the other person is living, what they're
Exactly.
going through. And you hit,
Mm.
yeah. So I really like
A
what you
lot of people
said.
lack. A
Once
lot of
you
people lack
educate,
empathy. Empathy.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
A lot of people don't
Putting
have
yourself
yeah,
in that
and
person's
that is
situation.
true.
I'm not a diabetic, but I can put myself in my mother's situation being a diabetic. Most of my families, I had battled with diabetes, and I can put myself in their situation. You know.
wow. Wow. That's
Yeah,
good.
because see, and so then it's hereditary. So
Hmm.
that's another thing too. Most people have had diabetes for years and didn't know that they had it. And that's why they
Didn't know
call
they
it a
had it.
silent killer, high blood pressure, diabetes. But you know you can reverse it. The only thing is, if you go to another family's household, what you find is that uh, everybody's eating the same thing. And so
Right.
nobody wants to say, "Oh, you don't have to tell people you're making healthy choices." Say for Thanksgiving is coming up. We know
Mm-hmm.
we gonna have turkey and dressing,
Yes.
mashed potatoes and gravy
Yes.
and sweet potatoes and green bean
Mm-hmm.
casserole and greens and chitlins and the
Ooh,
whole nine
yeah.
yards. But who,
Yes.
Yes.
you know,
The holidays.
but who,
Those holidays
yeah,
got the most times in the world where we eat the most unhealthy there.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But see, if people eat healthy all year long, then it's okay to eat it for Thanksgiving. But if you haven't been eating healthy all year long, then
Mm-hmm.
what's going to happen? Who's going to go for the salad on Thanksgiving? I don't know.
Exactly.
Oh,
I mean, you tell the truth, you know.
right.
Yeah.
They may have some salmon. Now, turkey, is not fattening. You can eat as
Right.
much turkey as you want, but it's the macaroni and cheese, it's the, uh,
Mm.
what some people make banana
Chitlins.
pudding,
Chili.
Chitlins.
peach
Oh,
chitlins. I stopped eating chitlins years ago. And here's my excuse: if my mama didn't cook them, I'm not eating them. And
I'm
my
not
mama been
eating.
gone since 1999.
Wow, yeah, you're not gonna eat no chilies. And I'm the
I'm
same way.
good on
When
that.
I eat them, I'm eating the ones that I fix. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
I don't eat nobody else's. Nope, sure don't. And
right.
mine,
Now,
whenever I did used to fix them. Yep, just eat mine. That's it.
yeah,
Just
that's
eat
it. And
nobody else.
or my mom's, because growing
Right.
up, they used to say you can't eat everybody's cooking now. That's something
No.
that was said. Yeah, can't eat everybody's cooking, but that's
Yeah.
okay. Well, guys, let's see what I can tell. Let me see what I've been reading.
Okay.
What have I've been. We'll go and see if anybody else comes on and they want to talk about their loved one. They're welcome to come on and talk about their loved one,
Yeah, I
what
shared it
they're
out.
doing.
Mhm.
Okay, and I tried to share as well. So thank
And
you
I'm
for
trying to
that.
see.
And then
Um.
Madison, if I'm not sure, I couldn't send you the link on your page, but we'll send each other's information. If you go to the private chat, you can send me your number and I will text you, so if that's okay
Okay.
with you.
See, you see the
Yeah.
Okay.
private, you see the private chat, Madison. You see the where it said comments and then private chat. You see it?
Chat.
Yeah, you see
Is that
private.
private?
Yes.
Yeah, that means
Okay.
nobody's gonna see. Facebook is not gonna see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you my number.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure you click
And
on
then that
private
way,
chat.
yeah. And if you can write it down, or later we can, but I'm glad you're on the channel. I enjoyed speaking with you earlier. And then, is there anything else you want to say, or is there any questions that you may have for your loved one? You seem like you're pretty organized and in order, so that's good.
Hold on. I'm trying to get this. I hope I'm posting it in private.
Oh, okay. If not,
Yeah, you did.
yeah,
I
I
just saw
got
it.
it.
You did.
Oh, okay. Oh, are you 217? I'm 21. That's
Yeah.
Illinois.
That's That's Illinois because me and my mom stayed in Illinois and we left. I grew up in Madison, Wisconsin, but me and my mom left Madison about um 8 years ago and moved back to Illinois. We moved in a sub like Springfield, Illinois. That's where that area code come from.
Girl, do you know I was born and raised in Danville and Champaign, Illinois?
Oh, she
Oh,
dropped
we
out.
lost her.
She coming back.
She'll
She coming
come
back.
back on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
See what can you
Small
find?
world. And
Yes.
that's
Yes.
a small world.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well,
And that's
that
not
is
far from where
something.
she was at.
No, an hour from where I'm from. You
Wow.
know, yeah, Springfield is just an hour from where I live. Oh, here she comes. We'll see if she
Mm-hmm.
comes back on. Yeah,
Yes.
that's okay. I got you
You
now.
was you was born and raised in Danville?
Born and raised.
Oh
And I
my.
lived in Champaign, Urbana for
Yes,
14 years.
wow. I moved to Champaign, Urbana. I lived there for about a year.
Really?
Yeah, because
Now, isn't
Springfield
that
was,
something?
yes, small world.
Yep, an hour away. I used to have a nail salon. So, see, if we keep talking, we'll find out we know people.
Mm-hmm.
The world is
Yes,
really small.
yes.
It's really small. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
small world. And then we had to go all the way to Miss J, who's in North Carolina,
North
to meet one
Carolina.
another. Isn't that
Mm-hmm.
something?
That is
Mm-hmm.
So
something, yes.
that's the beauty of social platforms. We meet
Exactly.
people from all over the world and then
All
find
over.
out.
All over. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep, yep. Well, I was gonna say, listen, what's in the news? There is
Oh,
so much in the news. Did
oh
you
my
know
God.
that this one young lady, yeah, she went to Dubai, and they arrested her, and then post bail. So what I'm going to do is, because I have all these tabs, I'm going to try and pull up and share some of this stuff, and then I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to delete it so that I can find the other
Right.
tabs.
Right.
She was a New York student. Yeah.
See,
Mm.
that's why I'm afraid to travel. I mean, 'cause, okay,
Especially now.
okay, because you might not know, but this contest I'm in, right? Let's say if I win it, one of the prize is a 3-day spa vacation in Arizona, right? So when I saw that, I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh no, I ain't going. I would wonder would they give me the money back? you know, I am scared to go anywhere. I really am. I really am.
Yeah, especially nowadays, I'm glad growing up as a kid, our parents traveled with us, but these people that are traveling all over the world, and then they, like I said, let's see if I can pull it up. She was
Okay.
a student sentenced to 1 year in Dubai, prison over an airport altercation. So let's pull up the first one, and I'm gonna see if I can share.
Okay.
I'm look, Madison, I'm learning how to do this stuff, but
Yeah.
it's
It's
fun
okay.
and I get to practice.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. She was detained in Dubai. Okay, can you see that? A
Yeah.
New York student. Let's see if. Okay, she
Yeah, I
was a
see it.
New
It's
York
coming up.
student.
Okay.
Has been okay. Okay, good. Detained in Dubai for months for touching an airport security guard during a 10-hour layover.
Ah, touching. Just
Listen,
touching.
Oh,
yeah. Now, can you see that?
Yeah, we see it. We see everything.
Okay. A 21-year-old New York college student says she was detained in Dubai after an airport search. Airport officials accused Elizabeth, I don't know if I'm going to get her name right, Polanco de los Santos,
All
of
right.
assault after she nudged one of them, she said. Several Americans have been prohibited from leaving Dubai by drumming up legal charges and scams. Now, there was another one that is a
Wow.
Instagram. She was an Instagram uh content creator. That's the second one in less than 6 months that was detained in Dubai. And they're saying it's a scam because they're getting money. Okay. Now, what I can say is we'll go to the next one. So I
Mhm.
am going to go to, I don't know if this one will come up. Are you able to see this one
You got to
where
stop
it says
sharing.
she was?
Stop sharing that one, and then
Okay.
yeah, stop
Okay,
sharing,
then I'm
and
going to
then
share this next one.
right.
Well, I'll share
yeah,
this
I'm
next
sorry. That's
one
why I'm scared to
because
go out of the
she,
country.
See, that's me too. I just uh,
yeah, it's crazy. So she had been detained. They said she was sentenced to a year.
good Lord,
Okay, so what
Mm-mm.
about this one?
it's coming. There
Yeah,
you go.
so she was sentenced to a year in Dubai prison over airport altercation in the feed group. So 21 years old, um, she was recently sentenced to prison in the United Arab Emirates. I think that's how you say it, over an altercation. But they sentenced her to a year after being accused of assaulting and insulting a Dubai International Airport customs official. So her
So she's
sentence
home.
has
She's
been,
home now.
yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's crazy. But that's what I'm saying. Why in the world would we now go to these places knowing that it's a scam?
It's a, so okay. Are you thinking that the people that's supposed to been detained is in on the scam?
No, like different countries are detaining US citizens and saying any altercation, like the other girl, they got in a car accident and she went off on them, and they arrested her. She was there for probably 10 months,
Good Lord.
you know. And
So what are
let
they
me put
getting?
my
Are they getting?
disclaimer
You
up.
said
So,
scam. You said scamming. Are they getting money from
it,
us for them people?
Mhm.
yeah, money,
Mhm.
they're
Wow.
getting money because they're making them pay extra fines or for something that, like here, you can have freedom of speech. You can say what you
Right.
want to say,
Mhm.
but you're not going to get arrested for it.
Right.
Right.
So they're getting arrested for these things. Yeah.
That's
But
real.
So
I
it's
say
crazy. And she was
the reason
detained in
I fear
Dubai for months.
Mm.
it's the reason it's so scary for me to go to these other countries and stuff is because um I don't know all their rules and stuff. You
Exactly.
know,
People need to look up. Yeah,
you
they need
you
to do
need to
research.
know
Right.
their rules and stuff, what you can and cannot do or say there you may cannot what you can say here and get away with here, you may can't get away with there.
Mhm.
You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying?
Mhm.
You
And I
can't.
know me, I
You
have a
can't.
mouth and
That's really the
and
truth. But that's
I always say if I would have been born in slavery or something back then, I would have been dead.
You know what? My husband, he says the same thing. He said if I would have been back there back then, they would have had to hang
that.
him because his mouth is just he just ain't doing it.
My mom said
Yeah,
when
and
they
that's the
had to,
thing.
my
A
grandma
lot of
had to
these
send my
young
mom to
kids don't.
Chicago when they were picking cotton because she called the man. She told the man, said something to the man, what you told me to do? And he got all up in my mom's face and, Lever, you gonna have to tell that gal she can't be telling me what. No.
Yeah, that part.
That's true because a lot of people don't know those proper etiquette or what to say and what to do. They don't know the rules in those countries, and you
Right,
never know what's gonna come up. And they'll say,
right.
Mhm.
"Yeah, they'll take you." And
And you said, I
as I've
think one of
heard,
those girls you said were like 20 years
detain
old.
you.
At 20 years old, you very rebellious.
Mhm. That part. You're right. Very rebellious. Very.
Right, and you don't know. Yeah, and you
Mhm.
can't go to these countries acting up, like some of these people are acting up. Yeah, that's craziness to me. So yeah,
Mhm.
that was something that I was reading in the in and then one, like they said, they first sentenced her to a year,
Oh
but
my
it wasn't
Jesus.
until she got
God.
help and they released her. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they
So
did.
these young kids are going to have to let it be a lesson to them. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, did you hear
Yeah.
about the parent that said her son received a 0 grade from the teacher? Uh, Let me pull that one up because there's so much going on. It's ridiculous. And we're in a time where we're going to have to um, pay attention. And like I say, support is needed. Whatever happened to the aunties, telling these
Exactly.
kids what's right, what's wrong. And
Exactly. That part. Yeah.
they don't want to be told.
Yep. Mhm. What you're right. Where the
It's
back then when we
Yeah.
was
craziness.
growing up,
So
them
here's
aunties would
an
step in.
Hmm.
Got it?
yeah, it's
Okay.
crazy. Okay.
There we go.
Let's see if you can. All right. So here's another one where the parent is saying her son received a 0 grade from his teacher for not bringing in school supplies, igniting a debate about who should pay. Now, why are you getting a zero for not bringing in school supplies?
And then
That's
Now,
crazy.
she said a mom went viral. Yeah, that the parents said that her son's grade dropped from a 98% to a 83%. We all know that a 98% is a A, but a 83% is a B. So
Mhm.
he's a 13-year-old. What do you think happens to his psyche when you punish him for not bringing in school supplies?
That's rich. She need to be
That
fired herself. She
yeah.
really, she need to be fired. She need to be fired. And if that school went along with that, whoever they investigate schools need to come and see what's going on. 'Cause how many more she done did that way? But
Right,
this
right.
this
And
moment,
the
this
fact
moment
that
is not
they're,
making. Go ahead.
yeah, being reprimanded because of the grade. That makes no sense. So is
It
anybody
don't.
gonna let's see, we don't have any comments or anything. Is
No,
anybody,
I'm looking at them.
nobody's engaging? Well, is it too late? Yeah, is it too late?
Are you looking
Are
on your
you,
Facebook?
you guys can come on, you can have your no, I'm not. Can you see?
Let me see, because I'm looking on YouTube.
So yeah, feel
Let
free
me
to
get my
come
phone.
on, grab the link on. Okay,
Hold on.
okay, yeah. So I'm just curious as to what are people thinking, um, with all this stuff going on in the world. How is it that people are okay with things happening in the world instead of supporting one another? That's what this is all about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But now it's like everybody's for themselves now. Everybody for themselves now. That's what that's what it's saying out of me. Everybody for themselves now. But
That's
it
the
should,
way the world is
Right.
nowadays.
yeah.
People are
Like,
just care about self. It's just a selfish world.
mhm. I really think so. I think it's
It's a
very
sad,
few.
selfish world.
I think it's very
Yes,
few that
yes.
you don't mind that don't mind helping and but I think it's very few. But I think the majority everybody just like look, I ain't got time to be doing so I'm trying to do me. I'm trying to get for me. You see
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I mean, yeah.
Right.
But it's gonna be very few that you gonna run into that's gonna be that person gonna be
Yeah.
like, yo, how can I help you? What can I do to help you? See what I'm saying? I think so. That's my opinion about it. hmm That's my opinion about it. I think it's
Yeah.
very few.
I'm not this in the selfish world. Yeah. Well, like you said, when a selfish world, everybody's trying to do themselves and this,
Exactly.
that, and the third. But at what point do we come back together? At what point do we support one another? Just
Mhm.
like tonight, we just met. I just met Madisyn tonight. Small
Mhm.
world. You that 217. Listen. Yeah, I remember my old 217 phone number, and then to go all the way to North Carolina. You know, now we're
Yeah,
supporting one another.
Mhm.
That's what it's all about.
that's what it's all about.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Because you
Madisyn.
got some people, you know, Madison, I think I had talked with you about this one time before, how some people can be on the same in the same arena, in the same arena, and don't even want to collaborate with you. None of that. Don't even want to. But how did you? I see you use some new
No.
software. How did you learn how to do that? Can you show me? I ain't got time. Or they'll tell you yeah, but every time you call them, they ain't got time. They keep telling you to call me back, so and so and so. That's pathetic to me. That's pathetic to me. Cause I don't have a problem with showing nobody
But
how to do a
see,
podcast.
that's
Nothing like okay, go ahead on.
but that's the thing. It's time to come on the platforms to support one another. So we
Mhm.
already know your hours. Mine, I'm flexible. But if people get the notifications and we're just inviting them to come on to talk about whatever, talk about what's in the news, talk about talk about making healthy choices,
Mhm.
everything that's going on. I don't know if people realize we are what we eat. When we start eating healthier, when we start supporting one another, our mindset changes. So you want to be around
Right.
people with positive mindsets. How else are you going to grow? How else are you going to
Exactly.
heal unless you come around
Exactly, Jewel.
people with that want to talk?
Mhm. Mhm.
You
But
see,
I also,
and then that's what it's all about. We've got to
yeah,
go
we got
ahead.
to do better. We got to do better with that. But I look at it also, and I try to look at this whole stuff. I try to look at it through different lenses, you know. Um, but it still comes right back to reality. You see what I'm saying? Reality still hits me. We are still dealing with some people. Some people on platforms. I bet you, if your talk show, if Simply Jewel TV and my podcast had crazy stuff all up there and folks cussing one another out, oh, it would be a lot of people want to see all of that. You see what I'm saying? Oh,
Yes,
but
yes,
I'm just one, whether you like it or not.
Right.
yes,
I'm just
Exactly.
one. But see, since our platform is not about that, our platform is about
Yep.
bringing change. It's about information. It's about trying to help people.
yes,
It's not about get some guests up here and let them go at one another. Oh no, because I tell everybody you would not do that on my platform. That's not and now and nobody just be disrespecting my platform. None of that. And I'm sure not going to disrespect my own platform. That's not going to work. But I bet you we had
yes,
kind of stuff on our show, Jewel.
Exactly. E-
If we will have so many followers, we would be loaded up with
yeah,
folks. They ready to see that argument. You do two people. They ready to see it. They ready to see it. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Now,
that is
never never happened.
that is true.
Never
But
happened.
see, that's what we want. We want a healthy platform where people feel safe. They can come and talk about whatever they want to talk about. But at
Right.
the end of the day, you know me, I am going to always encourage healthy choices because without eating healthy and having a positive mindset, you can't grow. You can't
You're gonna be
mature.
stagnant.
And
You're gonna be
also to be
stagnant.
around people that support you. Yeah.
Mhm. You're gonna be
Yeah. And
stagnant.
if they support you,
yes,
you want support. You don't want people judging you 24/7, you know?
Exactly. Exactly. Who wants that? Nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Well, with that, let's talk about the support. Let's, yeah. Let's talk about Bobby Brown. Have you heard about Bobby Brown and his wife?
Uh-uh.
How
uh-uh.
they have gotten their kudos. Well, Bobby Christina, his late daughter, and Whitney Houston, they were talking about that. So he got an award. So, see, again, we talk about the positive, we don't talk about the negative. So, that's what I like to do is talk about the positive. Let me see if
Uh-huh.
I can bring that up for everybody.
Yeah, because Bobby went through it.
And
He
you
went
know,
through it.
the
He
thing
really
is that
did.
he has support. He went through a lot, but he has somebody to support him. That's what it's all about support.
Sure do. Sure do. And that's what you need. That's what people
Yeah,
need. Going through support, some type of support.
yeah. So he and his wife, they got an award, and I don't think I pulled up the right one. But Bobby Brown says Bobby Christina, his late daughter, with Whitney Houston, is always present. But just recently, and because I didn't pull up my Instagram, he and his wife got an award for a foundation. They have a foundation in the name of Bobby Christina, and they won an award.
Mm.
Wow.
So I will,
Wow.
yeah. So if you guys are on Instagram, you can see that they won an award for the foundation, and it's about battered women. Let me see if it mentions it on here.
Mm.
they say, I love how Bobby was able to turn his sadness and his extreme tragedy into something to help anyone else that may be in need of getting out of a dangerous situation. I'm sure this wasn't easy to do. And that was one of the followers that were saying that about him. Uh, and they also
Mm.
said, may God bless him and heal his broken heart with love and light. But
Yeah,
yeah, his wife has been supporting him, and it's a beautiful thing that he does have support. And again, I tell anybody, support will help a person get through anything as long as they have support.
Yes, indeed.
exactly. And I can,
Yes, indeed.
I'll be, those that know me, I keep it 100. I can honestly say, I can honestly say this. Throughout my journey, especially my new endeavor that, my talk show will be something new, 2 years next coming Monday, this coming Monday, be 2 years. As far as support, as far as family support, only one person that has been supporting me, and that's my husband. That's it. That's it. Nobody else, has been. I'm talking about for a sister and brother. That my kids, yeah, they come in off and on my life, but supporting me, encouraging me and all. My husband been doing it. You better have. And you're right. It does help to have support somewhere because if you don't, then you're gonna feel like you need to stop doing it. I just need to stop doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
They
Yeah.
supporting me. I don't look for. That's why I tell people, and I want y'all to listen. If you start anything, please don't feel like if you start any type of business, little side hustle, doing nails and you know how to braid hair real good. You got your little clientele going. I say little clientele. You got your clientele going. All right. Please don't first thing you say, oh yeah, I know when I start this business, I know my family gonna be book with me. I know my family gonna be coming to get my nails done. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Because your
no,
family is
Right.
the one that's gonna keep that this right here. They go right over there to Ching Chong and go on and get their nails done. But they know you over there just open up your salon. Yeah, I'm just keep 100. I'm just keep 100. They
You
know you
know
don't open
what?
up. Yeah, I'm just being honest because I know that
I used
happens.
to do hair. I used to do hair, and family was not my best clientele.
Because they always want something for free. They
Family want
always
a discount. Family want a free do and
see.
everything. I had to
Mhm.
give it up from doing family hair and doing hair period because family you just couldn't prosper off of family. You
Oh
cannot.
no,
No.
they expect everything. They expect
No.
You
I
everything.
cannot.
They expected
And
you to
I
be
want
something
to add
free.
this too. It feels like that this was meant for me to be connected with you two tonight on this live because you guys are talking directly to me right now. Because I too have, I started this, my page is talk show. My dream is to become a talk show host. And
okay.
you guys are encouraging me so
And
right
you know
now
we got to
because
hold you right there. You
the
know what I'm saying?
platform that you guys have are positive. It's where I want to be. I don't want to be. I just said this to someone tonight when I was messaged them earlier about coming to join the show and watch the show. And but they have something else to do and all this stuff. I said, but if it was something negative I was doing in my life, y'all would be there to see that.
Yeah, there you
People
go.
like to see you people like to see you downfall, but when you're trying to
Yeah.
do positive, good things to
Mm-hmm.
encourage and help others, people don't want to see that.
Don't
Why
want
is
to see
that?
that. Exactly, Madison. You
Well,
said it on the head.
and
You said it on
they're
the head.
around. Yeah, they're around. It's very few and far. I mean, I am just learning how to navigate through the lives because I'm the one that's rather I'm a doer. I'm not one to be in the forefront. But you keep going and you will find your people. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
I've been told. Just keep
Mhm.
going, you'll find your people because we can't please everybody.
You can't.
But
Right.
as long as we have platforms and we go on each other's platforms, they'll
Mm-hmm.
come
Mm-hmm.
slow and steady. It don't need to be a race.
Yeah,
Slow and
that's what I
steady.
told you. I told you, Madison, you got this. Anything I told you, anything I can do to help you, you know, you don't need all to do. You don't need no 4, 5 ring lights like I got in here. You don't need that. You know, one ring light in your phone. Start out with that, and you good.
And and you can start out like you are. As you well, one
Yeah.
year I had the backdrop and the green and all that, and my devices kept going crazy. So I said, let me
Mhm.
just be simple. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm simply Jewel. And I always say
Mm-hmm.
simple and elegant. It doesn't have to
Yes,
be anything big. You can just be
exactly.
Right.
yourself. Be
Mm-hmm.
yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
No more, no less. Just be yourself.
I help you get that. I help you do get your first one up and running. Yes, I got you. You know
And
that.
we'll come visit and
Yeah.
we'll chop it up with
Oh,
you. And then next week, I
Well,
mean,
thank you
mine
guys
was
so much.
supposed to be Tuesday. There,
because you
yeah,
can do
it
it.
was
You don't
supposed
mind.
to be Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday.
Because
You
see,
Okay.
can do
Madison,
it.
you can do it, Madison. Because number one, you're not camera shy. See, that's a good thing. You don't mind talking. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's an excellent thing with that. To be very to I know y'all now. I know y'all ain't gonna believe this out there, but I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about something about me. I got how much. Y'all know Miss J keep 100, right? Let me tell y'all about Miss J. And I know when I tell y'all gonna be saying she telling us that she but I'm being very getting show must be lying, ain't it? No, but seriously, let me tell you about me. I gotta tell you this. Okay, before I even start doing any live, right? I was so scared. I was so camera shy. But y'all know I'm in my BK business, right? My daughter-in-law is my sponsor. She looked at me one night. She said, "Time to push you out the nest." I said, "What?" She said, "I done chose you to do a live, do a virtual live party in front of me." I'm like, huh? You know, you talking about somebody was scared, petrified. I was. You talking about maybe 100 people on the party. Okay, she pushed me out the nest. This is real talk. She pushed me out the nest. Lord have mercy. 2 days, 3 days, one day before it got time for showtime, I'm like, oh my Jesus. I knew I was gonna talk about this stuff. But I did it, y'all. I did it. And I was so afraid, so scared that people were gonna be saying that I messed up and all that. I could not believe the review that was coming. That the people was inboxing her, telling her Miss J did real good. I thought I was screwing up, y'all. I really did. And ever since then, honey, you can't keep me off no line now, baby. I am doing, I am doing my lives, honey. I sure am. I'm all up here selling my stuff. You can't keep that was well, matter of fact, the 28th October gonna give me 4 years in my bedroom candy sexologist business, right? That was going on 4 years ago. Honey, you can't keep me off no live now.
Girl,
You know,
but
I was scared to death. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared. But I don't usually, my palms don't never sweat. That's why I wonder was I having a stroke that day. Cause I was literally, my hands was soaking wet. It was, and I was like, wait a minute now, 'cause I started getting scared. I went in there, I'm having a stroke because my hands were literally, when I fold them up and open back up, I could see the little water left in my hand. That's how bad it was. So
Wow.
but I conquered that. So I'm saying this to say this to y'all. If you got to do something, it's something that you want to do, jump on out that box and do it. Because Miss Jason did. I done jumped out of a whole lot of box, y'all. Because at one time, I would even wear colored eyeshadow. I wouldn't even do that. I stayed with the browns all the time. But now I put yellow on, I put green on, I put yeah, pink on. Yes. Yes. Jump out the box. Jump out the box. You gotta
Well,
say it.
and that's good. That's
That's
what it
good.
is.
Yes.
Well, yes. Well, I tell you, that's what it's all about. I noticed something. I do. Are you hearing me echo?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna. You do? Wait a minute. I'm gonna show you something. Okay.
Okay.
So it's something about Madison. I know you can hear me, but I put yours um on mute
Mute.
just to see what it would do. But so we're gonna, yeah, we'll work with Madison's mic, but it's okay. I just wanted to see where that echo was coming from. She maybe have two devices on, and that's
And
why
got it
it's
and got the
echoing.
volume on.
So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah. So are you on your phone and on your laptop, or
Yeah, it was on, but it wasn't up. Yeah.
yeah, just put like all you have to do is put
I'm
one
gonna take get
device
off
on
the.
mute.
That's because I shared it. I was trying to get some more viewers. I had
Oh,
shared it and forgot to turn it off.
Oh, that's
it's okay.
okay. But normally you can have both devices on. You have to mute one and then put
Yeah,
it to the
it was
side.
down. I don't know
Yeah.
why come it was echoing, but it was down.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's okay. We having a good time. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in closing, everyone, we'll see how it goes. But in closing, I'm going to share this one thing about Chevy Chase. Do you remember Chevy Chase?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everybody loved
Yeah.
him. Well,
Yeah.
he said he didn't want to work. He didn't want to surround himself by those people. But here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go out with a positive. I'm putting it on mute again, Madison. But we're gonna go out with something positive, and something positive would be that although they always say you people and stuff like that, well, his co-worker said she wasn't even going to give it any energy. She was just going to never talk about it. But I'm going to share this. Let me show you, and we'll have our final remarks. And if anybody wants to come on, they're welcome to. Madison, I'm gonna do that one more time and put it on mute. I
It's
don't know
okay.
why
Go
it's
ahead.
doing that. Okay, let's see how we can share this. Um, I just thought it was something different,
Mhm.
and I wanted to share it because people always get offended when somebody has
I know
something
that too.
negative to say. Yeah, and this was off of Cinema Blend. So let me um well, I'm already sharing it, aren't I?
Yeah, I see it. We see it. It's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put my disclaimer back up that after Chevy Chase uh had said he didn't want to be surrounded by those people while working on the movie Community. The co-star Yvette Nicole Brown responded back. So the Community's first four seasons saw Chevy Chase starring as Pierce Hawthorne, the Greendale Community College Central Study Group out of touch, often antagonistic senior member. But however, Chevy Chase left the show as a main cast member following season 4 due to behind the scenes drama after uh what it says came. I don't know if that's a typo
Cameoing.
or not. In the
He did some
Oh,
cameoing.
cameoing. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
cameoing in the season 5 premiere as a hologram. Pierce died off screen nearly a decade later. Chase opened up about his exit from the comedy series, which included saying he didn't want to be surrounded by those people. That prompted a response from the co-star Yvette Nicole Brown, who played Shirley Bennett. But moving downward, she even said she may not even talk about it. Cutting back to his recent interview, it was clear that Chase doesn't care for some, if not all, of his community castmates. And judging by her comment, Yvette Nicole Brown isn't surprised by in the slightest that he
Uh-huh.
said something like this. However, she said Brown made it clear soon after she has no intentions of sharing what her experience working with Chase was like. Because when a fan asked if she'd ever spoken on the subject, she answered, never have and probably never will. So, with
Yeah.
that being said, why give them energy?
Energy
Nobody
on.
wants nobody wants to give them energy. So what do you
Exactly.
guys think?
I'm really now I'm really appalled about it. To be very
Yeah,
honest,
me too.
because I love his movie. He is so funny to me. But now he's gonna be looked at in another lens for me, in a whole different manner now. Because I would have never thought that would have came out that man's mouth. But see what had happened? He done got
Right,
old. He done got old now. And his mama and daddy coming out of it now. That's what it happened. See what I'm saying? That's what had happened.
right,
He done got old. Now his mom and daddy coming on out of it.
Yep.
right,
The way he been
Yep.
feeling. That's the way he been feeling from the start. You see, he was making too much money off of us, looking at his movies, all his movies, streaming his movies. But now he done got old. See what I'm saying? Now he coming on to tell the truth. He don't give us. He don't care nothing about us.
Right.
and I said the same
So
thing.
I'm
I was
real
like,
appalled
wow,
about
how
it.
many yeah, how often do we watch those things? You know what I mean? How often do we watch his movies from
I watch.
childhood to
I
back in the
constantly watch.
day?
I love the Christmas one. I just constantly watch that one. And the vacation, the National Baboons vacations, and I do I watch him. But now what's gonna happen? I'm looking at him in a whole different on a whole different through a whole different lens now, because I would have never thought that man would say something like that. I mean, really. I mean, really. That's my first time hearing that. I didn't know that's what's
Right.
out there. And I gotta talk about that on. I gotta talk about that on my show. I do. Yeah, because I ain't finished.
Right.
I ain't finished.
Yeah, that's what I say. It's a lot, but at the end of the day, what I get out of that is not responding to some of the negativity that is circulating in this world. If people would just not respond to, I mean, sometimes you got to let them know
Uh-huh,
that you know. But
uh-huh, uh-huh.
sometimes to keep your own, to stay in alignment, you just cannot respond.
Respond
Your
exactly.
thoughts, Madison?
Yes, exactly.
Yes. Uh-oh. She's Yes. So,
Yes,
with that
exactly.
being said, folks, any last comments? Anybody want to say anything before we say goodnight?
I'm done. I'm done.
I
Thank you
really
for having
enjoyed
me.
it. I really enjoyed it. You guys have encouraged me all week. I'm gonna think of me a show for next weekend on my talk show. And
Hmm.
let's do this again. follow each other's show and be
Okay,
there for
you know
each
that.
other's
You
Okay.
show.
know that.
Yes.
And I want to say thank
Yes.
you for having me up here. You know I appreciate you,
Well, thank
Queen.
you for
You know that I really do. And thank you for allowing me to be me up here.
and
You know, 'cause some
Thank you
people be
so
like,
much. Thank you guys so much. Now I got both of my wings. I can fly. I'm under the
see,
wings of Jewel and Miss J.
there you go. There you go. That's right,
that's right.
sweetheart. That's right. And the reason why I said
And
that,
we will and we
let me tell you why I said it about thank you for letting me be me. Because I have been invited 3 different times to someone networking event. Um, and each time they still say the same thing to me. Yeah, I want you to come, but this is what I need for you to do. I need for you not to talk about bedroom candy. But if you do, just talk about the bath and body stuff. And I said, well, that's what I do. This is what I do. And if people is in that networking event, to the point where they can't understand, sexual wellness, you see what I'm saying? Or they get offended about me, talking about, understanding your vagina, you know, people get all out of type like that. I can't be a part of that because that's my educational side of my stuff. You see what I'm saying? Y'all follow what I'm saying, right? But see, you allow me to be me up here tonight. You follow what I'm saying? You didn't tell me, yeah, I want you to my platform, but don't talk about this. Don't talk. You didn't tell me. See what I'm saying? That's just not taking away a part of who I am. You follow me? But I
Yeah.
do know how
well,
to talk.
here's the thing.
Okay.
The thing about it is, yeah, but the thing about it is, when you go to people's platforms, you find out what the topic is all about, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what you talk about. But if they
Mm-hmm.
have a particular topic and they don't, and it's talking about that, then that's perfectly fine. But the thing about it is, the etiquette that people have to worry about now is when you go to other people's platforms, just talk about what they are talking about and stay keep it cute, and then some of them you don't have to keep it cute. Some of them you're
Right.
going to have a deep discussion, and that's when you find out what exactly are we going to talk about. And then if that's not their topic, then that's not their topic.
But
So
this
that's
was
the
a
way
big
I go on
this
different platforms.
this was a business networking thing. Well, you come and talk about your business or businesses that you have. You see what I'm saying? You come up and explain what
Well,
you do, blah,
well,
blah, 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 have a conversation. But it was a lot of people, when she was telling me, she's going to be very honest, a lot of uptight people, because she knew a lot of people that would be there. A lot of uptight people, gonna be there. And I don't
go
think
ahead.
I got it though. I did because I kind of declined.
Yeah,
But
go ahead,
I'm gonna
Yeah, Miss Madison.
I said they didn't want to hear about the
Okay,
bedroom
Miss
part of it.
Madison, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
right. Yeah, they didn't want to hear about
Yeah,
sexual
and
wellness.
see,
They don't want to hear about that. But it was all right for me to talk about my makeup and my podcast. But what about me being a sexologist? What about me coming and educating about that? I know how to talk about that in a very diplomatic and delicate way because I know my audience. You see what I'm saying? But some people get so uptight when you mention that, and they think it's all negative, negative, think it's all bedroom stuff. No, no. Some people get really uptight. But I just, each time I just turn it down because I just can't, I know how to talk to people. I know how to talk on platforms. Trust me, I do. I do. I do. But I thank you for
and
allowing me to
and
do
there are
that.
certain platforms that will, yeah, yeah, you're welcome. And we'll, like I say, there may be a topic you can talk about it, but we'll see as we continue to grow and as we continue to let people know what it is. is what we're doing, then you'll be able to um, spread your wings and explore different people and find out exactly what they want to talk about. Listen, we are the only, well, there's only two species that talk about sex for entertainment. So that may become a topic. You never know. But in the meantime, you find out what they're interested in, and somebody will talk about it because there's so many platforms, so many YouTube channels. Listen, you'll find your area, you'll find it. But yeah, thank you all for coming on.
Yes, so well,
We have had a good two, almost 4 hours of live, and we'll see each other again.
sure will.
And also for Miss Madisyn, make sure you keep in touch. And if you follow, I'll text you my links. Excuse me.
Okay.
So you get the follow me on the different platforms, and you'll get the notifications. Sometimes I come on at the same time, and sometimes I don't.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'll
what?
be there.
Yeah, okay. Oh, now I got the tickle. Okay, everybody. Thanks for coming
Okay.
on. Peace and blessings. We'll talk soon. Bye bye. Thank you. Let me see if I can serenade you guys on the way out. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Let's
serenade
see
us on the way
here.
out, girl.
We'll see if I can. I'll. Yeah,
Serenade
girl.
us
I'm
on the way
kind
out.
of some. I gotta figure this. All right. Let me see if I can find something for us to vacate the premises. All right. And it may work.
I hear it. Yeah, I like it. Well, oh, I like that. I like it. It sounds good, Julie.
It's going
Had a good
slow.
time, y'all. Y'all so much for watching. Y'all watching the replay. Y'all put some comments down there. She will come back on the comments. Y'all put comments down, okay? I like it. That being said,
Yeah, and if
I'm
you
out of
catch the
here.
replay
Love you,
and
Jewel.
share, make sure.
Love you,
Thank
Madisyn.
you. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Uh-oh. All right. Thank you. All right, everybody. It was tough, but we made it through. I want to thank my guests for coming on, Miss J and Miss Madisyn. Ironically, she has a 217. I tell you, small world, small world. Thank you all for coming on. Make sure you share. Make sure you go to Simply Jewel TV on Facebook, and also make sure you join me on Simply Jewel Cosmetics and Health Services on Facebook. Good night, everybody. Have a good night.